It's me staring at the camera right now because there's nobody in here. I haven't figured out how to like start the thing. It's me staring at the camera right now because there's nobody in here. I have to mute that. I haven't figured out how to open Frank, the chatter box without me being in here yet. Not chatter, chat box. Hey. Hey, Sasquatch. Tim. Mel Dog. Aaron. Aren't all the babies? Not sure that's okay. Lordy. No, I was just got out a Patreon chat room, and few of y'all were there. There's a couple guys that were in there, and there's nothing that gets a guy to moving like putting himself on the spot. Me and Rob started talking as soon as I got back, and we picked a date. We picked a county, and all I have left to do is get a venue. The plan is for us to rent a building for the meetup and make it as casual as we can, but as safe as we can. If that makes any sense. You know. No, I didn't. I was trying to focus on talking. If I read the chat, I get all screwed up. Okay, Sasquatch, y'all. Oh, cool. Yeah. Hey, C103. There it is. Now I'm scared to death that we picked a date across from that Viking meetup in Oklahoma. We found out we can get pretty much anywhere in Oklahoma in like 5 hours. They built a new road we didn't know about. We don't ever go that way. We found a new road. I wish we'd have found it on the way home last time. It's been there, but we just don't drive on that road. Before you had to go through all the towns. Now you just go around them. It's like bloop, bloop, bloop. And we were home. I was like, wow. So FYI, don't expect us to drop in every Sunday for brunch or whatever, but Top Arkansas got a lot closer. I don't even know if he's in here. He's probably like doing stuff like having a life and everything. Anyway, so that's it. We're gonna set the time for 5. And we're going meeting so we don't interfere with anybody's, we hope, religious preferences. So don't expect no big fancy feed. If we throw down for the food, it's going to be sandwiches, and you're going to make them your own self. If I get lucky, I might roast a pig, but I got to shoot it and skin it. Anyway. I don't have a problem with Finger Lakes pepper. That's all I'm going to say on that. It just ain't been coming in. I don't know what's up. Don't care. No burrito wagon, man. All you people from over there, if y'all showed up down here and tried to eat this Mexican food, real Mexican food, y'all all run screaming into the woods, begging for ice cream and toilet paper. That's don't we did salt that cooking over there, but yeah. Y'all do know that half of Houston and Austin's army were Mexicans, right? You know, we know what Mexican food tastes like. Well, we know what Tex-Mex tastes like. Tex-Mex tastes like. From where? I have to call you out on that. Hey, everybody that's come in while I was doing other things. Anyway, it just so happens the county that we're picking is almost the center of Texas. It's literally from the furthest point in Texas one way is the same number of hours, not miles, same number of hours to one point as it is the opposite direction to the other end. Okay, and the only thing is like Del Rio and stuff, they might be a little bit further. Nuevo Laredo and stuff like that. So then check that. Galveston's a jaunt. But it's still not bad. I think it's like 7 hours. So no, it's not. Yeah, this where we're doing this is the middle. And so that's when we're doing it. That's where we're doing it. Hey, poor Georgia. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about is the networking and stuff. Step one, I really like that MAN thing. The man. Was it mutual assistance networks or networking? There's individuals which are misrepresenting what's going on. You do not go to one of these meetings to build a mag to join a group. These meetings are not so you can join a group. There's not a group of people meeting there to shake hands and say, we're going to be a group now. Not what they're for. If that's what they were for, why not drive all the way to Tennessee and Georgia? I mean, when things get hard, am I supposed to chunk them a chicken? No. It's so we can make as many friends who are truly of like mind as us as possible so we can be there. There's a big chunk of pipes inside a couple of my friends' house. If that thing goes south, take out that whole end of the state. And if they got to keep driving upwind until they get to my place, they got a spot. The end. That's why you do what we're doing. Same thing here. If I have to go back through that mountain pass, I know I got a spot. Because face to face, handshakes, hugs, real time. real discussions, we let the wall down. You know, we got to know each other in emails and text messages and on the phone. But then we took the next step. And it's not that easy for a lot of people to do that. If you do the meetups, if you go to the meetup, there's no expectation. Nobody is expecting anything from you. Nobody is going to be in there with a, we're not going to pass a plate, we need some help paying the rent or whatever. That's not what it's about. There's nobody in there going, we need you to sign this book, and that means you're a member of this here new mag. That's not what it's about. We're going to ask for your contact information. Not so we can sell it to telemarketers or whatever, but so that we can communicate with you. And if you make it all the way home and a person that you wanted to get their contact information, you got their contact information, but a chipmunk got in your luggage and ate the paper, or you drop your phone in the urinal or whatever. Not that I've ever dropped my phone in the urinal twice, but things happen. And if you've got a backup for a backup, there you go. If you're worried about meeting people and people finding out about you and your location and this, that, and everything else, then you don't need to be on the internet. So yes, sir. Who said that? Yes, sir. Yes, Steve Fogo got that for me. It's got a snake on it. I like this thumb. Got a snake bite kid up there from Chipper, but he's funny. Everything I got seems like got a snake on it. So that's what you get when you step on a, try to step on a live rattlesnake in your live stream. Which started a cascade of rattlesnakes in my den, which I rectified because I got tired of having to kill them. So, anyway. Anything posted, text messages never go away. Emails are not deletable. The second if you've ever tweeted or Instagrammed or Facebook or opened your laptop, your picture's on the internet. If you got a built-in camera, yeah, I'm paranoid, but I'd rather be paranoid and wrong than not paranoid and wrong. You know what I mean? When I get through doing what I do on this thing, I unplug that camera. Yeah, I do. The puppy does not need a cookie. The puppy is in timeout because the puppy just got through eating. Do you want to see the puppy? Here is my foot warmer for the day. Tell them hot. You can see me over there. It's a rescue puppy, so I have to be nice to it. Sort of rested. And if you got like a laptop or something like that with a built-in camera, you need it. I'm just saying. But the whole point of all that is if you're worried about them or they or whoever finding out where you're at. You should have never got a smartphone. You should have never got your first smartphone. Okay? Simple as that. There's no stopping the data collection that they do now. Our only option is to be law-abiding citizens, which is all any of us really want. We just don't want laws passed that infringe on our rights. Fair is fair. We're a constitutional republic. We are not a democracy. Russia is a democracy. North Korea is a democracy. The Congo is a democracy. Mexico is a democracy. Venezuela is a democracy. Y'all get where I'm going with this? We are a constitutional republic. We are the only constitutional republic in the world. We need to keep it that way. Now I shall get off of my political soapbox and read the comment section, and we'll talk about something fun. September the 30th, 5 o'clock, Scurry County, Texas. I expect the hotels to fill up fast. If you need recommendations, I've got some. Now, I can tell you where to eat. If you want to come down and spend the weekend or something, I can tell you where to go eat. We know all those places. Anyway. Yeah, I would figure Obie's a dictator. So. Wow. What we kept for. I said, oh, wait, I retracted it. But while y'all were yakking about retracting your stuff, I chapped going live in 5. So, can't blame all that on me. Long story short, ain't nobody got their hand out. Ain't nobody trying to get nothing off of you. Ain't nobody trying to manipulate you or anything like that. We're just offering you a chance to meet people that think like you do and potentially meet a few people that you hit it off with. Anybody in C103's area, he's worth getting to know. Anybody in Sasquatch's area, he's worth getting to know. The Revolted Man, Trey Easdale, Dad on YouTube, Sasquatch. Step 1, it's worth getting to know. Hate to say it, Chipper's a pretty good guy. I mean, he's gonna like be all worried about his bubble now, but he's a good guy, and you should invade his personal space. It's that simple. So there you go. I didn't think there was another woman I would ever meet another woman that scared me as much as my wife does. I'm terrified of sippy cup. Be dangerous, but in a good way. As long as you're okay and you don't reach in the cookie jar, you'll be fine. Or apparently you're not allowed to say quiet on the set either. That was funny. Yes, I edited out the part where we groveled and begged for our life. We wanted to keep our man cards, okay?
Shut up.
Wasn't that?
Didn't have food. How weird.
Oh man, that's harsh.
I'll have to get one of it.
You have to order one off Amazon. Yeah. Hey, or while you're out harvesting those bamboo shoots for really good friends of yours, you could get you a couple of young ones and make your own. Yeah. Because then you could like put spikes on it, like barbed wire. Or just go down to the park. He's like, "Give me that, little girl." Take it and run. Or not. Not like when before. Maybe a little bit. It'd be funny. You can get it on camera. Hey, Uncle Al, and I'm sorry I'm not saying hi, people. I'm deliberately trying not to read too much of the chat because if I do, I'll go, man, I'm a squirrel chaser from way on back. What's in OPV? You said what's? Ah, there we go. Hey, Riverbend. Oh, other people's babies. You know what happens if you meet a woman you love and she's got somebody else's babies? You love her. You take the kids too. How many kids? You and me had 3 kids, right? Was that it? How many did we raise? 2 many. Okay, yeah, that's right. Just take them in. I'm gonna have to go to Ohio now because I think of 4 or 5 people in Ohio. Maybe that was the direction we were talking about. We were talking about another trip up somewhere. Can't remember which way we were going. West of 60. you, you had to take the wife to get the kids. Yeah, that's. I almost said something that's gonna get me hit. Sometimes you got to do that. Yeah, my beautiful little sketch for a minute. I wasn't gonna stay out it. Where'd you? Oh, I'm like looking for the thing to pop up and make the camera. Now would be a good time to have invited somebody else to be in here, and then I could like make them talk, and I just sit back here with the mic off. Brian, which one? Hey, Morlock. I didn't think y'all celebrated 1776 over there just Dave. That's kind of like our holiday. You told me that one, Chipper. That's a good story. That's what you get for liking the kids. They'll use them on you. They will. Oh, sit down. It's in Scurry County, Texas. Haven't got the venue yet because we want to avoid the restaurant. 2 restaurant meets. Same problem, both restaurants. They play music. They try to set you in a position to where it's convenient for them, but it's not convenient for conversation. So we're trying to get a venue that makes it more casual. Okay. Oh, you got plenty of stories, guy. Like, I had no idea you were an expert in cross-country Chevrolet repair. Now I do. You've been kicking it for how long? You got plenty of stories. Yep, you can tell me about that one time you sat out under a tree and watched a raccoon stare down people because you were between it and the trash can. We were talking about that today, KK. We're back in Texas, and guess what that means? The wind is blowing. It's blowing the hair in my face. Same thing that gets me every time. I'll get it about right here, and then I'll wind up shaving the top of my head because it's so annoying. Now I can put my hair in one of those little art critic poop knots at the top of my head, but then I would have to burn my man card. So I don't want to do that. Yeah, if I had the money, I'd own the VFW and that property it sits on. Yeah, one of those, KK. I can't do it. See, KK, I can't do that. Thingamajigger. The I've always worn my hair long, and I switched over to a mullet when me and the missus met. And well, I'm going to, at the very least, I'm growing my mullet back. I don't care what anybody says. Real men have mullets. Or Vikings do anyway.
Men had to have short hair when you grow.
Exactly. You want to talk, KK, you want to talk about, hold on, I got to put this down because there are going to be some facial expressions up on this. And y'all, I'm a nice person, and I'm going to let y'all see me go all crazy on this. If it'll work, there we go. Went to Walmart. Not our Walmart. Thank God. But we went to a Walmart in an undisclosed location. And we were looking for something. And we went down the aisle that we thought was the ladies' aisle. Because we saw all these pretty socks hanging there. You know, rainbows, unicorns, Crayolas, Care Bears, and such. And then Mrs. S says in a rather loud voice, which is uncharacteristic for her in an establishment, "This is the men's section." Yeah. So we looked. That was the men. I looked. That was the men's section. So we looked at like the clothing racks, and I was like, wow. So then I looked at the people in Walmart. it was about 50-50. Normal folks and 50-50. Your guess was as good as mine, folks. So, yeah. Scratch. C103. Anyway, yeah. Woohoo. Oh, I'm looking. What all's in it? C103. A good anvil can go as much as $600 itself, depending. You know, you can get cheaper ones from Harbor Freight, but a real one, if it's still got the sharp edges and stuff. Um, yeah, does it have the dadgummit, what are they called? All little deals that you put in there that you can do stuff with. What? That's what. What? It's become different, Mark. Because yeah, if it's good, does it have the? Is it just the anvil, or does it have a forge? If it's more than just the anvil, if he's giving all the hammers and the tongs and everything, yeah. Sounds like somebody up the big the the big squeezy. Now I can't remember the big vice that you find in a lot of blacksmith shops. Those things are a couple $100. I would love to have a blacksmith stuff. I actually went to Harbor Freight the other day because they had a $60 anvil in there. I knew it wasn't going to be any good. Just calm down. It was a place to start. And then they didn't have any because they were there and they didn't have the money. And then I had the money and I went back to get it and they didn't have it. And I've looked. The beat up anvil with chinks all over it. Where they hit the anvil with the sledgehammer instead of the hot metal, and a chunk of the anvil flew off. Even those things been $300. That's what I'm using right now, Sasquatch. And I've got another piece of rail if I could get to it. I found one out in the pasture, but I can't pick it. I can't physically pick it up by myself. It's 10 foot of railroad iron. Good night, says Dad. Did I ever spit the date out right for you? Yes, I did. Uh, yeah, that's right, Stephen. That's what they are around here. I spotted one at a garage sale. I was like, oh, let me see about this. And then boom, I was like, hey, can't afford that one. It is not illegal to own railroad track if you can show a receipt from it being bought at a scrap yard or something like that. You can't go out and steal railroad on it. Well, that's not cool. Um, they're, you know, that's not against a lot of owner pieces of steel. It's against a lot of steel pieces of steel. Private parties can buy railroad iron to build their own side rails. I've laid railroad track for private parties. Junebug, what are you doing? No, he's your boss. Go to him. He's your person. Why are you running from him? He abuses you, doesn't he? Got the love on that puppy. Quit hurting that little doggy. You big mean yeti. Or maybe I'll just stay out of it next time and save the dogs from trouble. There you go, what Frank Burns said. Dang, C103. Yeah, you need to. If you're first in line on that, you dang sure need to run and get it. If you get the vise and the tongs and the anvil and the forge and all, even if it's just a wood burning forge or a coal forge, if you're somewhere where there's trees, that's what my little forge is. I burn mesquite in it. It works pretty good. Hey, High Desert. Broke my own rules. Smoked on the camera again. Yeah, that's. But I could have had an anvil for $60. To me, it was worth taking the risk of hitting it one time and having it break like glass. Um, because though railroad iron will work, it's still you're very limited in what you can do with it. No, that would get you in jail pretty quick. Hey, Ted Rogers. Hey, Tibor. Hey, I hadn't seen you around in a while, Tibor. Um, down the antique stuff or whatever. I got a $20. I got a couple of $20 hammers and a piece of railroad iron and a old can I cut a hole in with some bricks in it. Hey, John, welcome to the chat. Yes, Ted, this is a prepping community. Are you a prepper? Yeah, prepper, homesteader. This is where all the cool kids hang out. Oh, Savage snuck in a while ago. I don't know if I said hi to him. I thought I laughed and replied to something he said, but I don't know if I actually said his name. Okay, Jason or Jabroni. Well, yeah, you're welcome to play it back. I don't know how much longer we'll be on anyway. Because basically, I just wanted to say, hey, the meet and greets are a good thing, and they're not what they're being portrayed. That's all I wanted to cover. Was it? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, y'all got cold over there. We don't got cold. We got mesquite. It's 22, just a little Model 60. Tactical, huh? Oh, the whole rank here, boss. CFC, Citizen First Class. That's it. Yeah, Marlin, whatever. Marlin Moses. I'd have to like uncover it. I'm not gonna take it down. Besides, it's loaded, and I'm not gonna unload it. What's Chipper running his yapper about? Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, I just called it living exactly. Uh, I've done the thing on how I got into this stuff. It's because my mom raised me this way. Literally done them all. We were never prepping for any major catastrophe. We weren't expecting a comment or economic collapse, even though we lived through that one. Uh, Good night, Sasquatch. Have a good night, brother. Hayes, Obi out of peanuts yet? I'll send him some more peanuts. You gonna get fat? But yeah, I mean, you knew how. I mean, you were expected to know how to raise your own food. Uh, you're expected to know how to put your own food up. You're expected to read between the lines on anything a paid announcer was saying. The difference between a newscaster, and a used car salesman. You know the used car salesman's trying to sell you a hunk of junk. That's it. Uh, Oscar, what's up? Long time no see. Seriously, long time no see. Where you been hiding at? Talking to people from other parts of the world. Say hi. Yeah, that's better. You have to like verbalize it, can't see. Oh. That's Steve. You can't see him. Offset and all that. Oh, well, yeah, I imagine so. Days off and stuff. This was just a random. I usually don't go live on this, but we got reasons. So you're Cali, right, Oscar?
People are showing up 8:30.
No, I haven't. I've heard it's good. I don't know. Yep. Rob speaks well of you, Oscar. Yes, Savage. I watched that. Well, I watched most of it, and then I got a heads up about something else that was going on. I jumped over, but um, and I will go back and finish watching it. Pretty sure I know where it was going. Um, but seriously, as imperfect human beings, that's what I was telling him. Thanks for all the soul searching I'm doing now, which is good. People should have to search their own souls. We, as imperfect human beings, are willing to accept the ransom paid by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for those of us who have. But how often do we, as imperfect human beings, deep down inside our core, hope that other people don't get the same forgiveness because of personal issues? How many of us are falling so short of the mark because of our own guilt that we negate the very sacrifice that saved us? If your brother confesses and repents, I'm not saying that, you should let a guy off for murder or whatever, but if you confess and you ask forgiveness, then outside of the justice system, that man's slate should be clean with you, or woman's slate. How many of us have gotten to the point in our walk with y'all that we can do that? I haven't. Wish I could lie and say I had. Well, I guess I could lie and say I had, but that would just further prove the point that I haven't. So, yeah, it's a good video to watch. I know, and like I say, I haven't got to the end of it. An old boy may catch a bullet or wind up in prison for all I know. I don't know how it goes. it tells part of a story that I never saw. I mean, I was alive when this was going on. I was following the story when this was going on. I never knew about this, so what? Everybody else did. So, yeah. Tells you something else about that, those newscasters. Doesn't matter who they are either. It don't matter MSN, CNN, FOX. I'm telling you, they're all the same company. They're all run by the same people. The same stuff. They just put a different twist on it to aggravate people. Okay, that's it. Their job is to keep us fired up and at each other's throats. They're not news people anymore. Okay? They don't tell you about the news. How many of y'all saw it on the national news where some guy went wacko and started shooting at people on the highway just outside of Birmingham? We drove through that. Didn't make national news. Can't trust the news. Good night, CR. I didn't see you were bathing. And see, Savage, that's why it's so important to know the law. So you'll understand the spirit behind it. An eye for an eye. So that's the reason Yeshua pulled out that specific verse. For you have heard it said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But nay, I say unto you, to forgive your brother. If you're not willing to forgive your brother, then why should the Father forgive you? Because the eye for an eye thing had been changed from its original intent. There are instances in the law where an eye for an eye is okay, but it's very specific. But why? Knowing that one of the things that the eye for an eye could cause from you may very well by accident or absence of intent at the least do to someone else. You sell a truck to someone or a car or whatever. You sold the car thinking it was okay. The person drives the car off, gets stuck in the desert with insufficient water, dies of a heat stroke because the car broke down. Family may think that you killed them because you sold them a crappy car. And the traditional interpretation of an eye for an eye is they can now gain recompense. And that's not what the law was written for. That's not what the spirit of the law is. What are we talking about?
Chipper's compatible.
Oh, yeah. I can give you that one, Savage.
Fuel money.
Noodle money.
Guys.
Okay, we won't tell her. All right, Trey. I didn't see you sneak in, brother. We got one more video coming about you, so just hang in there. I got lots of stuff to go through. What were we talking about? Before I got off on preaching. It's old 40 cal, I did. I need a holster for my Beretta. Good night, Uncle Al. He thought it was a squirrel and ate it. All right, Robin. Be good. Yeah, I see what my wife's writing about spending money on gun stuff. Yeah, that's my wife. Just saying. All right, KK. Hey, my email's in the About Me section. We'll take an RN. Just like that. You have trouble standing on your feet that long, we'll get you a chair and get a young buck or something in uniform to push you around. Ow, gosh, he's killing me. I actually used to, I guess I'm supposed to be doing that every so often, putting out preaching videos. And I'm not plugging it, but if y'all will, I think if you click on my channel, there's actually, I have 3 channels. I have Wes S. I have Wes S, the real one, and I have Small Onion. There's no content on the real one yet, but I did that one. That way I could do the preaching videos without, because the ones on here got a lot of trolls. And uh, well, I don't want to give them, because they're not actually out for information. There's no way you're going to win them over. There's no way you're going to change their mind. A troll is trolling because they want to troll. The troll on the other side of all that could very well be a minister at a church. Not that he doesn't know or that he doesn't believe his brain's broke or her brain's broke or whatever. A troll's brain is broke. They get off on causing people grief publicly. So I try to limit their access. You know, when somebody, and as my channel, troll one of my videos in a negative light or whatever, or start trolling my chat, you won't be able to get back to my channel. The end. This channel is for people that, like everybody else in here, and they want to learn from everybody else and stuff. It's not for coming in and getting your jollies off, making everybody have a miserable day. Sound fair? Yeah, Mississippi has coffee. Heck, I asked her to marry me last year or a few months ago or whatever. There was gun shows. She said, "Take me there and buy me a gun." I was like, "I love you. Will you marry me?" She said it was too late. She's already taken. It's okay. There you go. Yeah, really, they don't get me. I mean, I don't let them get to me. It just, I'm not going to let them. I just like, bye bye. Yeah, I do too. That Steve Poco sent me that. He's actually got it. He's got a snake etched on it. I think he did that more to just pick on me because I can't make the etching work. I forgot. Hold on. I'm doing that thing. I don't even want y'all to look at me anyways. I'm tired. I have a headache. I'm not chain smoking though. Yeah, and don't make me ban you again, Trooper 66 or whoever you are. No, that was some random person who shall not be named. Oh. And the random person who is shooting who shall not be named is another one of those a-holes we were talking about. Okay. We shoot, and then we say, "You want to shoot?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." So she picks a target, and we're spotting for her. Our first round, this is a true story. I could not make this up if I wanted to. She pulled squeeze the trigger the first time. I called it out. It was It was online to center, 2 inches to the right. She nodded. She shot again. I said, online center, a 1/2 inch low. She shot again. I said, online center, 3/4 of an inch high. She shot again. The little 1/2 inch black dot that or diamond that's in the middle of the target, it's orange with a dark black ring and then the diamond. She put a hole right in the middle of the diamond. I said, bullseye. She nodded and laid the gun down, just calm and cool, and walked off. Just wanted to make sure I could still do this, and got up and walked away. Shipping clerk in the Army, my butt. Reserves, whatever. It's flipping good shot. Well, we talk about this all the time. If it comes down to a firefight, I'm just going to load the gun, keep handing it to her. I'm going to be the guy in the back. I'm going to put my little apron on. I'm just going to keep loading the musket and handing them to her. Yeah. Poor rooster. See, she already had that gun. She'd shot that one enough. She knew where the bullet. That's why she was getting upset, because she was missing. Now you're just bragging.
I said, I need to practice more. Mom walked. Frank is in Texas.
Ooh.
Frank in Texas.
Are you in Texas, Frank? I think he's one of the ones that said yeah the other day. Oh wow. I'll buy a gun. The first thing I do is take it outside and say, come on, baby, this is gonna hurt. Uh, I don't believe in collector's items. I cannot get over those CCI quiets. First time we shot him, everybody on either side of us come over there and said, "What are you shooting?" They stopped the range to find out what he was shooting. Not no trouble, no other. They were just like, "Oh, what in the world is that?" And they were just, they're cool. Oh wow. Aha. Okay, Frank, that's cool. So if he's due north, he could be up there, uh, just north of Silverton somewhere. Oakie's a long state. All right, Guns. Have a good night. Tell the missus and the kids we said hey, hey. Okay. Oh, that's he sent it in text. I'll show it to you. I had a whole bunch. It came in. I was actually pretty busy. Yeah. So yeah, give me. That's like how far from Florida? Well, yeah, just drop me an email. Don't do all that. Don't put that on there. Hit the back button and just back out of that. Don't enter all that. What she said. Oh, okay, great. Like I said, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna start messing up. All right, C103. You still in here, or did you go buy a Forge? He probably went and bought a Forge. Actually, Windows 10 is trying to make me update again. Annoying. The notification for email comes in on my phone, which annoys me. That's why, seriously, people, if y'all text me or call me and I don't answer back for hours, because my phone is somewhere other than on my person. Yeah, I wish we had some place to shoot. Darn the luck. Yeah, be well, Frank. Um,
Yeah.
oh. Backhoe repair person. Yeah. All right, Brian. Oh, did y'all miss something up here, Chip? Hold on, let me go see. Y'all people started talking to each other.
No, he was talking about the emails that you don't always answer.
Oh, I don't. No. Yes, I don't. Let's see what I got on here. Yep. Got like a ton of notifications. Yep. Anyway. Um, y'all want some good YouTube? Y'all jump over to the Squid and the Bear. Hey, he's still in here. In case you didn't notice, C103, I haven't sent you an email yet. I know I said I was going to do that after the show, but then spur of the moment, I decided to go live. So I'll do that now. While y'all can't see me doing it, I will do that because I'm like that. I'm that kind of person. I'll just randomly leave y'all in here with me while I'm doing other stuff and talk like I'm terribly distracted. Like maybe I'm playing Candy Crush or something on my phone while I'm trying to keep y'all entertained. As soon as I find the appropriate button to click. Oh, there it is. And then if I don't get annoyed at my phone and throw it against the wall and bash it to pieces. Dun, 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 dun. You want me to tell you what I'm typing? I'm not going to. Because it's a secret. I'm giving him my secret recipe for baked beans. So he'll know how to make baked beans if I ever come visit him. Boom. You've got mail. That's another reason I'm real slow to respond. It took me that long to write one sentence. So anyway, I'll let y'all see my beautiful face. Oop, almost clicked the stop broadcast button. Gotta be careful which red button you click on this thing, that's for sure. I'm not getting you a taser. You don't get a taser. She'll tase me. That's why. She'll be like, this is so funny. Just be zapping me all over the place. If I can get two, so I'm equally armed. I refuse to be unequally yoked in this relationship. Sweet Pea, gainfully employed. Mrs. She's texting. She's actually seeing quite a lot. Dog in timeout for peeing in the floor.
See, Chipper, what he said? How would I know it was still charged? I don't want to get caught out there with an uncharged taser.
Then tase the goat. But I already know that you think it would be funny just to randomly walk up behind me and light me up like an LED. I know you, honey. We've been together a long, long time. Huh. I'm like so far up on the Candy Crush thing. I don't even, or no, it was at Farmville. What was it that I was like all leveled up at and stuff? And it was actually whatever. Anyways, I don't play Candy Crush. It annoys me. Yeah, Ted sent me an email. And we'll talk. Uh, New BA for 2 years before met nothing. You know, might meet you for lunch somewhere. So got a real simple rule though. I'm not going to meet you until I know what your face looks like. So if you're cool with that, we can probably work something out. The thing in Georgia, met with a group of people who I knew, and we walked in together. There wasn't a thing, you know what I mean? It wasn't. I got handed to Brian. He just manned up and walked right on in the door. Cool, 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 cool. He went up on me. I didn't meet his brother. Oh wow. That's true, Will. I do. You like Ohio, right? Wisconsin, Ohio, something like that. There's a bunch of the people in the community up in Ohio. Ish. Nebraska, Ohio, whatever. It's like we drove across the Mason-Dixon line. That's a real thing. Uh, was calling Tennessee, Kentucky the whole time we were there. It was really starting to get annoy people.
Savages.
Yeah. Yes. Are y'all like texting each other or something? Or you just like got all these people
Yeah,
on?
like I have his phone number.
Okay, you people. This is the West S channel. This is my house. Y'all are on my side.
Oh, hush.
You either support me and stand behind what I say, or
You side with me and we win.
there's that. Oh, what did they? Ooh, I went to Lehigh, Iowa once. Mary Rose. That is like the prettiest little town. Not a lot there, but it's pretty. It's like you're driving through this nothing, 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 nothing. Ooh, Lehigh. Down this real beautiful river valley. It's just like I liked it there. I know where Wiley is. I am so not ready to go to the hospital, Chipper. So It's the same as my part of the world. You're like, sound changes. And then it goes back to plain view leveling. Every town around here has got land at the backside of it. There's a lot of flat around here. I mean, if you lived where I lived, you'd think the earth was flat too. Just saying. It'll be okay, C103. After you get the habit of it, you won't know how you ever existed without it. He said that to me, the white pepper. I like Where's Waldo. I know where Pittsburgh is, I think. Yeah. It will get a hold of you. All right. It is past my bedtime. So, yeah, I went through Nebraska. Went through Kansas, too. Very exciting state. Come on. They're the Great Plains states. Great Plains. Email me what you did. That's not going to happen, bud. Send me an email and we'll talk. Got to keep a little upset. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of other people watch this, so I have a P.O. box on my About Me. You're welcome to send me snail mail. There's that. Yeah, you gonna do it. But seriously, I mean, if you want to send me, I check my mailbox. I get mail. I read the letters. I respond. Like 46 cents or something. Oh, Mr. Ellis, you got here just in time to catch me saying goodbye. Been on here nearly an hour and a half. I gotta get out of here. Got like life. God bless y'all. Y'all stay alive. Don't die.
One thing they can't get in.
That's the one thing they can't get into yet. Yeah. Keep trying to tell people that. If it's free, they own it. So when you pay for something, it's yours and it's protected. God bless y'all. Y'all be nice to people. Don't hurt. Thank you. Love you.